You mentioned kind of craft and craftsmanship. I
Yeah.
think, Figma has a very, very focused kind of strategy around kind of craftsmanship and kind of building
Yeah.
that culture. One of the things I want to ask specifically kind of during product building is, craftspeople have this very intuitive sense of what users might want,
Mm,
or what they
mm,
think users want.
mm.
And, oftentimes in startup land, you have these kind of mixed messages that you get from users.
Mm.
Sometimes data points are,
Right.
are not correct. They're, this difference between like revealed preferences versus stated preferences,
Mm.
right? How do you, as a product manager,
Mm.
as, a product builder, kind of balance the two and figure out what the users actually want?
Yeah. Well, I think, at the end of the day, what's important is immersion in what customers are saying and doing, right?
Hmm.
And through seeing a wide spectrum of things, you start to build a better intuition. So, for example, if you're only looking at support tickets, you might get people who are particularly dissatisfied.
Mm.
And that's really important for us to go and fix,
Right.
right? But we also want to see people who are, Dylan, our founder, often talked about, well, how do we help create more super users,
Hmm.
right? And so go find them and what
Right.
are they doing? And like, how do we make more people like them? And so it's really important to kind of intentionally go out and find a wide range of
Mm.
people. So that's kind of like the first thing I would say. And then, I think the second thing is, curiosity is really important.
Mm.
And, we often talk about how, our engineering team often kind of when something goes wrong, we employ the method of five whys,
Hmm.
right? Which is like, okay, why did that happen? Well, why did that happen? And
Right.
you kind of get to the root cause. And I think it's important to employ that with user feedback as well.
Mm.
So when people say, I want this feature, instead of just building it, right? Say, well, why do you want this feature? Okay, you have this problem. Well, why do you even have that problem in the first place?
Hmm.
And you might get to the truth of what you really need to build.
Mm.
Yeah.